All right. Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
All right. As you see, we have wrong side, special guest Tamika joining us
Hi,
from
guys.
a couple different places.
That- yes, I'm in the hot and humid St. Croix. Hot, hot, hot.
Let's see. Hi, Marina. We've got a couple other people coming in here. Say hello as you drop in. As you can see, we are here for our monthly trivia party. We have a couple of people who've joined already.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead. Get in the chat here. Oh, and a bunch of people popped in while I was looking away. Let's see. Hi, Ramona, coming from Pennsylvania. Not too far from me, but pretty far from Tamika.
Yes, too far.
Hi, Larissa.
Hi, Larissa.
Ooh, hi, Nichelle. I like seeing names that I recognize.
Yeah,
It's more fun that way.
I know, right? You know.
Okay.
So where are you guys at? Where are you joining in from?
I know, we
And
have
what
one
questions do you have?
Pennsylvania. That's it.
Yeah, one Pennsylvania. That's all.
While we wait for people to pop in. Oh, you can see where I copied it. I will share that up here. So, as you can see, we've got Swan, Pink Gal, and Ramona. As you guys pop in, join the party, you can either use the link that I dropped in the chats, or you can type it in yourself if you're, do-it-yourself kind of person. Don't let other people tell you what to do. Just make sure you put in that game pin from above or below, and you can join the party. First and second place get Amazon gift cards, so it's not just for fun, but also for shopping. So, two great things.
And who don't love Amazon? Everybody loves Amazon. So you don't want to miss out on this.
From Oklahoma. That's fun. I wonder if we have anyone, on vacation, from the beach.
Right. I know, because it's hot enough. We need to be going to the beach every day. How hot it is. It's really hot.
I think that'd be fun, sitting on the beach, winning some money. I mean...
What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for?
Ooh, that is a good question, Ramona. So, if you want, you can absolutely answer in chat. It's always fun to play along, but the answers only count as far as, points if you're playing in Kahoot. So, we like to recommend that people either have 2 computer screens if you're really fancy, or if you've, a computer and then your phone, just so that you have somewhere to watch the stream, because that's where the questions will be. And then your actual device that you're answering on, so your phone or your computer, for the answers. It won't let me pass the little face. I wish I could help you a little bit more. If you have a little more information, it's been a while since I played Kahoot. I don't know if that's maybe the character creation screen. You might have to click a check mark or next or done maybe. But yeah, you can absolutely answer in chat if you don't really care about the Amazon gift card, or if for some reason it's not working. But the points only really count from the Kahoot screen.
So are there 2 Ramonas?
Sorry, what was that?
Are there 2 Ramonas? Because I see it has a Ramona on the screen. Maybe she's in, but wait.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right.
Yeah, we might have 2 Ramonas. There were 10 people for a minute there, so it'd be really funny if 1/5 of the audience was Ramonas. 20% of our audience is Ramonas. I agree with Larissa. I also wish I was on vacation. I got back from the beach last week. My boyfriend's sister got married, and I didn't get to go to the beach once because we were so busy with wedding stuff. Let's see. Yes, so I knew I recognized Marina. Yes, if you were here last month, you may remember that we had some timing issues. Just because the way that streaming works, we exist a little bit in the past compared to you guys. So sometimes we're answering things and reacting to things that haven't hit your screens yet, depending on how bad our signal is. So we did go through and we extended some of those times on the questions. So hopefully it shouldn't be an issue, but we're always welcome to constructive criticism here. So if there's issues, we will just keep working on it.
Right. Can you hear me okay? I think I might be sounding...
It did start to get a little fuzzy again, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on.
Well, if you need a second to change some stuff, I can wait a minute. Otherwise, I think it's about time we get this party started.
Let's get this party started.
Oh, hi, Ms. V. Hello. Yes, and so good point. As we get started, if you're just rolling in right after I hit the start button, you can absolutely continue joining. I believe the code should stay at the top, and I'll try to have it running at the bottom for a little bit, as long as it doesn't interrupt questions. You get points not only for being correct, but for being fast. So just because you missed the first 5 questions, you could still run away with the game. It's absolutely anyone's game. So with that, I think we're going to go ahead and get moving. All right. How often should you manage your rejections? Let's see. Daily, monthly, yearly, or semi-annually?
Let's see.
I always err on the side of like sooner. Cool. I was right. Daily. You guys,
Daily.
You're so fast. You didn't even need 30 seconds.
Yes, daily is very important for rejections, but you don't want them to sit there. So, daily.
Perfect. And is there a good reason why not monthly, other than just you need to do it sooner?
Because rejections are usually easy things like demographics, things that you can change pretty quickly, and you want to make sure that you get your claims out quickly. So you don't want to wait a whole month to have to figure out that this one claim wasn't even sent out, because when it's rejected, it's not even sent to the insurance company. So you're wasting a whole month thinking that the insurance had it, but it was rejected. So you need to check your rejection reports every single day. I don't think you send out one claim. You need to check it every day to make sure. So it wouldn't be
All right.
sitting there. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It cut out and I thought you were done. That's totally my bad. But you heard it from Tamika. That's why daily and not monthly. So congrats, Rolly and Pink Gal. I think Rolly's like a husky. Maybe they're a wolf, but I'm choosing husky, and I think it's cute. My favorite based on icon. What is one way not to check eligibility? With websites, with Navinet, with fax, or with call? By call? Let's see. I hope it's not fax. I hated using fax. No.
It sure is fax.
Nicole
would probably be your last resort. Calling would probably be your last resort. And websites, why websites is not the answer. Websites are actually good because that's the quickest way. If you go on the particular insurance payer's website, you get the answers quickly. You log in. You don't have to speak to anybody. You don't have to be on hold for 20 minutes. So the website is actually great. Website is great.
Hi, Packy. Welcome. Welcome. Like I said earlier, anyone who's just joining, you can absolutely drop in at any point in the game. We're only on question 2. We've got so much game ahead of us. We apologize for the sound issues. We tried to fix them, and it's going really well, and it just keeps popping in and out. So we are trying to fix it on the fly the best we can. Sorry, just got a couple comments about the code not working, so I was just trying to check my typing. It's entirely possible I fat-fingered it, but nope. 665423 is the code for this time, I think. Yeah, if I stop the banner, you can see it straight on the screen there, just in case I messed it up on the banner. Oh, am I freezing a lot again? I apologize if I am.
This technology is so interesting.
They've been working on the internet in my area for like the last 2 months, and I feel like they just keep making it worse. So we're a great team here. Team tech problems.
I know.
Hi, LN. Yeah, so we're trying to adjust on the fly. I apologize for the tech issues. Jasmine's also been cutting out, so maybe we're just cursed. Pink gal swooping in. Straight up to the top there. Let's see. Question 3. Do you want to take this one, Tamika?
Can you check claim status through your clearinghouse? True or false?
I feel like I should know this one. I'm almost certain Jasmine's talked about it on stream.
Yes, you should.
True! There we go. Let's see.
We have 2 that said false.
Yes. Do you have any comments about that?
Yes, no. You want to check, again, checking on the websites and in your clearinghouse is quick. Instead of having to call or wait for your EOBs or remittance advice to come, you want to check your clearinghouse to see if a claim has been paid, denied, rejected. It gives you all the information. It speeds up the process. So you want to check.
All right. Let's see. Ooh, Malvina. There we go. That's a new name on the board. Like we said, it can be anyone's game. But Pink Gal here with a streak 3 out of 3. Let's see if we can keep that going.
Yes.
Which is not a commercial insurance? We've got Medicare, we've got Blue Cross Blue Shield, we've got United Healthcare, and we've got Kaiser. Let's see.
That's a little tricky one.
There we go. Medicare. Do you know what Kaiser is?
Yes. Medicare is federal. It's a federal insurance. It is an insurance, but it is federal. So commercial is more like the private insurers or private payers, which Blue Cross, United Healthcare are private payers. So Medicare and Medicaid is government and federal. So they're not considered commercial. They're not privately owned.
There we go. Let's see how that shook up. Ooh, we have a full leaderboard, and Pink Gal kept up her streak. So there we go.
Yeah, she did. She's not playing. She wants first place.
I like that everyone who has hats all have purple hats. I think that's really cute. Good coordination, guys. Good job there. There we go. Oh, before I click next, I did see someone pop in and ask why Carrie hasn't joined us. For a while, me and Carrie were kind of the trivia duo. Carrie went and moved to work with a different company, but Carrie is still our question writer, so she's kind of still with us in the trivia, just not live, because unfortunately, with her time zone, she's still working when we start, so maybe she can guest star on a special, slightly later trivia party. We'll have to take that up with her, but for now, she is just doing the questions, so still with us, just not live. The healthcare revenue cycle starts with referrals. True or false? Another question that I definitely know Jasmine has answered, that I definitely don't know the answer to.
Oh my goodness.
If you have questions about the revenue cycle, we have a playlist that on the replay I will put in the fun little card on YouTube if you want to learn all the more about revenue cycle. Ooh, hi NC worker. Good evening to you too.
Ooh, everybody got it.
Congratulations, guys. There we go. And a shakeup in the leaderboard. Let's see, V and Rolly kind of rising through the ranks there, but Pink Al is holding on with a perfect 5 out of 5.
Okay.
What does COB stand for? Coordination of back office, mud building, my favorite answer, close of business, or coordination of benefits. Just to keep up my record of leading you guys astray, I'm firmly voting blue. Absolutely mud building. 100% correct answer.
Oh my God. Close of business could work too.
Wow. Look at you guys. I can't believe
Yeah.
nobody voted blue with me. Just left me out to dry there.
They knew it was wrong.
Another little shakeup, but Pink Gal holding strong. Ramona's coming up though, so Pink Gal better watch out.
Right.
Do you want to take the next one, Tamika?
Yes. COB is from the insurance to make sure they are primary. So COB is from the insurance to make sure they are primary.
Let's see. Do we think we're going to get a perfect 100% on this one too?
It's a little tricky. So let's see.
Somebody's really thinking about their answer. Ooh, did we trip someone up? All right. Ooh. Do you want to talk about this one for a second?
Yes, I think it's the way the question was worded, but the coordination of benefits is to decide whether or not the insurance is primary or secondary. So I think it was the way the question was worded that probably tripped a couple people up. So it's a COB is from the insurance to make sure they are primary. So you call each insurance payer if the patient has more than one to find out which one is primary and which one is secondary. But you don't want them. Sometimes one insurance doesn't know about the next, so they might both pay primary, and then that's a whole horror story. So yeah.
All right. And per usual, if anybody has questions about maybe why they missed a question or the part that confused them, if you want to leave it in the comments, we see them, and then we can elaborate a little more based on what your specific issue was.
Right.
Ooh, Ramona has toppled Pink Gal. I
know she took her card.
I like that the avatar gets all sad. That's cute. But 6 out of 7, not bad. Moving into question 8. There are 3 ways to send a claim to the insurance. Which one is incorrect? So the incorrect option. Paper, through clearinghouse, handwritten by email, or directly on insurance website. I know that Carrie's put handwritten by email before because I made fun of her last time. I just think it's such a funny way to word it. Handwritten by email. Like you wrote a letter, you scanned it, you attached it to the email. I know it probably means typed, but that's how I picture it in my head, is just...
Let's see. Somebody's still trying to figure it out.
There we go.
Parent.
So 1 for paper, which to be fair, handwritten by email wasn't far off from, and then directly on insurance website. Why is email better than on the website, Tamika?
Well, paper. Okay, so handwritten by email, like you said, doesn't even really make sense because you can't write it by email. So that's why that's the incorrect way of sending it. But you can send it by paper. Paper however, is the slowest way to send it because you're probably faxing it or mailing it by the snail mail, and you don't want to do that. And directly on the insurance website is a good way to do it. It's not incorrect because it goes directly from your system or directly from you entering it into the payer. So that's, you know, that the payer got it. You don't have to go through any clearinghouse or anything. So the other ones are right. Handwritten by email, not right.
There we go. So V and Rolly, yep, they made some headway, and Ramona stayed strong with their
Right.
7 out of 8. Let's see. HIPAA protects patient identification. Is this true or is this false?
HIPAA.
The big scary HIPAA.
I know. Oh, the big scary HIPAA, because you need to know about HIPAA.
I know my mom's like worked in healthcare for most of my life, and every time that I'd hear about it, it always sounded so scary when I was younger. Of like, I need to have a safe to put in all these papers, and I'm like, ooh. Or she has to like,
Yes.
you know, have an office with a closed door and no one can interrupt her, and it's terrifying to be like, what are you working on? And it's like, people's phone numbers.
Right?
But yes, true.
True. Yep. Even patients know about HIPAA, so.
That was a pretty good one. Nice.
Yeah.
Gentle. And no shakeup. Everyone stayed strong there. So halfway, and reminder, you can always join in. The game's not over yet. Which is what I can read. What is not protected by HIPAA? It's going so well. Patient phone number and address. Why the patient came to see the doctor. Record are subject. I did a great job proofreading this, didn't I? Record are subject to the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, FERPA, and patient insurance ID number. I feel like I hindered more than I helped on this question. I apologize to anyone that I threw off. If you get this one wrong, you can just blame me. Let's see. For our stragglers here, the Nicole logic is things that are protected by HIPAA are like important information in my head as a non-medical professional. So I would guess blue is not protected here in the final countdown. And I'm wrong.
Yes. I can see why, though, they pick patient insurance ID. Not being protected, but even though different insurance payers have different ID numbers and stuff, it's still protected because it links to that patient's important information. So that's not the answer because it's still it can link you to the patient, and you don't want anything that's gonna link you to the patient. So yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I think just in my head, I'm thinking of like, you know, when you're reading like a medical paper, like in a medical journal, and it's like, you know, patient X had a broken femur. And so you're like, well, obviously I can know why they went to the doctor. This is why I am not a certified professional biller. But if you want to be, we are currently celebrating our course that starts later this month on the 28th. Our CPB readiness course. So if you yourself are a professional biller who's looking to get certified, we will be starting that. I think I said the date already. I'm going to say it again if I did. That'll be starting here on the 28th at the end of the month. The last day to sign up is going to be the 25th, so the Friday before, just so we have a little time to get everything in order. But if you were interested, if you've been thinking about trying to get CPB certified but needing a little guidance, then you can find our course there in that link. And I will also, on the replay, again, in that little fun corner button. Jasmine went live last week, I think on Saturday, and she gave you a nice walkthrough all about the CPB course as well as our Mastering Medical Billing. So if you want to hear Jasmine talk about the differences and what exactly we go through with the course, that is an awesome resource that I will link after this goes live on YouTube.
Okay.
Ooh,
And if I can add,
congrats, Ramona. Oh, I'm sorry.
oh,
But that's
no,
awesome. Good luck.
right, good luck. I was saying, if I could add, if some people think that because they have experience, so say you've already been doing billing for 5 years, and you're like, I don't need this readiness course. Let me just go and take the test. I would suggest to take the readiness course because sometimes you don't know. They deal a lot with guidelines and specific words and stuff that you might not deal with or might not have even learned about. So just to be on the safe side, I would say pick the course so that you can make sure you know everything that's going to be on the test, even if you have experience. So yeah.
Yeah.
When I first did it, I was already doing billing for I think about 7 years, and I still took the course to prepare this readiness course, and then did my test. So.
Yeah, getting certified can definitely be really good depending on what you're looking to do in your career. If you're looking to, move in different places. Again, Jasmine talked about it a little better in the video, but you can absolutely do it by yourself without it. This is more for people who are wanting a little bit more guidance. It provides, I think, weekly office hours, sessions. It kind of has a pacing schedule to kind of help provide some structure and help keep you accountable, because I don't know about everyone else, but I am terrible at teaching myself things. I have a guitar I absolutely cannot play just because I have a really hard time being like, okay, I need to sit down, I need to practice for an hour, I need to do this. It's so much easier to have somebody like on Monday, hey, did you read that chapter? Can you pass this quiz? And she does also do like practice exams and really like a practice test environment. So Jasmine talks about it way better than I did. But if you were interested, it is something that we are highlighting for all of you who've been asking about it and are interested in getting CPB certified. But back to our trivia. Ramona staying strong with the streak there, and Pink Gal climbing her way back upwards. Let's see what we can do with that. Sending a claim to the insurance with other insurance information. That will also make insurance request COB info. True or false?
Good question.
Oh, hi Pamela. You didn't miss the trivia completely yet. We are on question 11 of 20. So if you want to well, you can. It's in the comments up above. But if you want to put in Kahoot.it and then the game pin, which is 665423, we are still playing. It's still anyone's game. We're just past halfway, so there we
and so
go.
I think 4 people said false. So I can see where you would say false too, because but it's true, because if you send the EOBs with the like to your secondary, if you send the EOBs to the insurance and they don't even know about the primary, like so they're seeing this EOB and they're trying to figure out why you're sending it, it will make them request a coordination of benefits to find out if the patient has another insurance or doesn't. And a lot of times patients don't tell their insurance carriers that they have a second insurance, a third insurance. They just figure, I'm just going to use all my insurances so I don't have a balance instead of telling everybody about it. So it will make other insurance request the coordination of benefits information.
Let's see if that affected. Ooh, Pink Gal back in the lead, topping Ramona. Malvina with 3 in a row. Congrats on that. Yeah, we apologize again. I see we're getting a couple more comments about the sound issues. Tamika, do you need a second to try to adjust the mic?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I can't figure out what, because when I put in the mic, it sounds, let me see, let's try this again. Does it sound better?
It cut
No,
out
worse.
more.
Oh, more. Yeah. So I don't know. Somebody doesn't want me to be great today.
If Tamika wants to hop in the private chat, our IT in the background might be able to provide some help, because I am not tech support. But I will keep the questions going while we have that running. What is not one of the 3 key elements of HIPAA, which we talked about a couple of questions ago, I think, a little bit? The privacy rule, the insurance rule, the security rule, or the breach notification rule? Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. I'll see if we can try to type up some of the gist of kind of the statements when we're explaining some of the questions while we're having some tech issues. We can definitely work on that. Thank you, Jane. And there we go. So not one of the 3 key elements is the insurance rule.
So the security rule, definitely security having to do with any patient information, anything like that, or the breach notification. The insurance rule, I don't even think is a rule. So I don't know really what the insurance rule, because each insurance have their own set of rules, and it's not necessarily in HIPAA. So privacy, security, and breach. Because if you a breach notification, meaning if you send out if someone who's not supposed to see the information actually sees it, then you have to let the patients know that there was a breach. So that would be correct.
All right, there we go. Ramona and Pink Gal just kind of dancing back and forth there, and Malvina is making a comeback. So let's see, question 13 of 20. When billing out a claim, what does not need to be on the claim form? CPT, patient social, diagnosis, or insurance ID number? So kind of similar, kind of different from our HIPAA question. Let's see how we end up here.
Are we stopping some people?
Oh, if there was an issue with the last question, the correct answer was the insurance rule was not a part of HIPAA. And this time, the correct answer is patient social.
Yeah. And a diagnosis always needs to be on the claim form. All the time.
It's a little important, just
Yeah.
a tad to know.
Important.
There we go. Malvina's really on a roll, keeping that streak. Let's see where it goes next. If your claims are not getting paid, you start by making sure the claims are being submitted. True or false? That makes sense to me as somebody who does not do billing, that if you're not getting paid, you should make sure you actually did it. That
would help. That would help.
Cool. We're all on the same page. Sometimes I look at these questions and I'm like, this is what I think it is, but if I'm wrong, I'm going to feel real dumb.
And that goes back to rejections. That's why you have to check your rejections, because they might not be even being submitted.
There we go. A swan. I don't know if we've seen you on the board, or if we did, I might have forgotten. There's a lot of names, and I'm bad with names, especially digital names. And Lily has a streak of 3. Congrats on that. But Ramona's almost at 10,000, so. If you don't reconcile with the bank deposit, what is one problem you could face? Let's see. Claims are paid, but EOB is not posted. There is no problem. Money's in the bank, so who cares? And AR will still be correct. I love Carrie's answers.
I know. I was laughing. Like, who cares? The money's there.
I vote yellow. Money's in the bank, so who cares? That's that's how I live my life. So. don't reconcile. There we go. You guys are much faster than me. I had to think about that one, but most of you do this for a living, so.
Right. So there is no problem. So one person said there is no problem, another one said AR will still be correct. So there is no problem. There is a big problem because, like they said, if you don't reconcile the EOBs with the bank, then people like to pile up EOBs and not enter them in the system, and then you start to send out patients statements, and they didn't owe, and it becomes a whole hassle. And AR will still be correct. No, it will not still be correct, because if you don't post the payments, then the AR is going to show that the insurance still owes or the patient still owes, and that's going to be a problem if they actually did pay. So you need to reconcile both.
All right. There we go. Lily made her way up into the top 5 here. V on a streak of 3. And Ramona still in the lead. But Pink Gal is not too far behind. So I think it's kind of a race to the finish with them. If a claim is not paid, what do you do first? Check the clearinghouse, call the insurance, call the patient, or go to the insurance website. Now, I'm pretty sure we've done this one on a previous trivia stream, which you would think would mean that I remember the answer, but doing these only once a month, you're just like, what did I do last month? I don't think it's the website for some reason. What that could be it. Okay, I ruled out one successfully. Checking the clearinghouse. That is what you should do first.
Right. And we have 2 that said call the insurance. So you don't want to call the insurance first, because again, it could be that it's just rejected and it never got to the insurance. So you'll be wasting your time calling the insurance when it never got it. So you always want to check your clearinghouse first to see if it was denied, rejected, paid, whatever the status was, before you wait on hold for who knows how long nowadays with the insurance.
All right. I apologize for the brief pause. I was just taking the advice to type it up because I realized I said that was a great idea, and then I absolutely forgot about it. It is like 7 o'clock. It's been a long day. So no change. Malvina here with 8 correct answers in a row, so a solid 50% at least. I assume more. I think to get 8,000, you'd have to have a couple more. I wish the CPB could be on Kahoot. I think it would be a much easier test. It was just 20 questions, all multiple choice of, 4 options with funny answers and little cartoon characters with great music. That would be awesome. It would be great. I thought in school all tests should be on Kahoot, because Kahoot days were the best days. Ooh, real quick. If unspecified DX code or unlisted code as first DX code, does this cause insurance denials too? Is this...
Okay, so the unspecified code, diagnosis code, not necessarily. You want to be as specific as possible. You want to code to the highest specificity. But if you had an unspecified code, it doesn't mean that it's going to get denied. Depending on the insurance company, it may, and that's according to their policies or their guidelines. But it doesn't always mean that. And unlisted code as a first diagnosis code, you don't want to necessarily put on unlisted code. Again, if it's a diagnosis code, the provider should know why the patient came. You need to query the provider to find out more detail. They might just pick something that's kind of unspecified, but you need to query the doctor. So it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to get denied, but you want to be as specific as possible.
All right. So hopefully that helped a little bit, Jane. If it didn't, or you have some added context, feel free to comment it below, and we will get to it after this next question. True or false? When a patient comes to the office, do you need a copy of the insurance card? So I only did office work for a vet, which is very different than people medicine. But my limited experience of going to the doctors as an adult, I would think true.
Right.
My very limited time of doing my own doctor's appointments. That was the fun part of like being an adult with all the COVID stuff, is like you couldn't go anywhere. So when I got kicked out of my pediatrician's office, I was like, well, no one's taking patients and I can't go anywhere. So there we go. Clean sweep across the board.
Ooh, Ramona.
Ramona's doing really well. Pink Gal in the 10,000s as well. Still not too far behind. And Malvina keeping up the streak. And Jane got back to us. I think that's an agreement. If Tamika sees a question, she will tell me that I was wrong, and she'll answer it. Some of you guys talk over my head. I'm sorry. What is an example of fraud? We have some long answers here, so please take your time. We've got misrepresentation of dates, frequency, duration of services, duration or services rendered. We've got accepting kickbacks for patient referrals. We've got failure to maintain adequate medical or financial records. And we have falsifying claims or medical records. Nicole needs to have coffee before she proofreads these. I am so sorry. Let's see. What is an example of... I mean, it's got to be falsifying records, because... I mean, that's just... like, I think that's textbook fraud. I'm almost certain. No! I led a lot of people astray. I would like to apologize while Tamika explains why I'm wrong.
Failure to maintain adequate medical or financial records. So that is fraud because it's not true. It's something that is, you're not getting enough information. So it's not true. Misrepresentation of dates, frequencies, duration of services rendered. Well, misrepresentation, I kind of would have gone with that one myself, because with fraud is basically when you intentionally put in the wrong information or try to get payments for the wrong information. So if you're like putting in dates that you never did, putting in information that you never did, that would be considered fraud. So this was actually a tricky one, like a real tricky one, because
So Carrie's gonna get herself a strongly worded email.
Yeah, this one was, I don't know, because I would have gone with the green too, the red and the green. I would have gone with.
Yeah. So I apologize if there was some mix-up. This is the downside of Carrie being in a different time zone that doesn't work great with me and Jasmine, is we cannot ask her live what happened, but maybe we'll see if we can get some elaboration. Is it a good idea to do a mass rebill? Yes, just to get claims out of the clearinghouse. Yes, it's just easier. No, insurance will process when they decide. And yes, if the clearinghouse states there was a problem on that day. So, testing advice with Nicole. If 3 of the 4 answers say yes, it's probably yes. And 2 of them mention clearinghouses, which means there's a strong possibility it's one of those. This is how I got through all of my schooling. There we go. You limit it down to 50-50. You have a much better shot than, like, 25. So, Tamika, why is it green, not yellow?
No. The 2 that said no, insurance will process when they decide. No. Not necessarily, because if you don't rebuild something, the insurance is not going to say, "Oh, you forgot to rebuild this." They're just not going to pay it, which is what they really want because they don't want to pay anything. So you need to check to see if they got it, and doing a mass rebuild only when there's a problem with your clearinghouse. Like the clearinghouse might give you a notice that they were having, you know, technical issues or something, and you can do a mass rebuild. But if they don't state that, you really don't want to do a mass rebuild. You want to like go through them, and it could be um, that they got some, but some is still processing, or it could be anything. So you only want to do it when the clearinghouse tells you there was a problem on that day. But other than that, you don't want to do a mass rebuild.
All right.
Oh,
And it looks like we didn't have a change in the standings.
Yeah.
Going into the last question, it really is Ramona versus Pink Gal
Right.
here. 20 out of 20. The patient should pay their copay at the time of service. I know we've had this one before, and I know I always waffle between getting it right and wrong, so I don't know if I want to guess. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and pitch for us while we wait. So I'm just going to go ahead in the comments and share our links link. So if you were interested in any of the videos I mentioned, any of the courses, you will find all of that down there. You can join our Facebook group if you are here visiting from YouTube, where we sometimes do some special kind of Facebook group only stuff. There's all sorts of fun there. But while I was vamping, you all got all the questions right, so it didn't matter anyways.
Yeah, gotta collect that money. Gotta collect the money.
So let's see. Malvina in third, 10,552. Second, Pink Gal, 11,000. I can't read. And top is Ramona with 12,000. So before you all leave, I know that, you know, the party's over. This is the end. But if you are Ramona or Pink Gal, if you can go ahead and take a screenshot on your computer or your... please? I don't know. We're just going to look at that for a second. Oh, wait, there's 0. Sorry. It popped up and it threw me off. I apologize. If you want to take a screenshot of your computer or your phone, whatever you've been playing on, where it says, you know, I'm Ramona, I got first, I'm Pink Gal, I got second, and you can send that to us at learn@inlera.com, which I'm putting in the chat now, just to let us know that you were the winner. That way we can go ahead and get that Amazon gift card to you. The only reason we ask for those screenshots and those pictures is so that we can prove that you are who you say you are. We haven't had anyone try to get a gift card that didn't earn it, but, you know, it's always good to make sure. Plus, you get to keep that, you know? You got first on Kahoot, so... or second. Either one. Other than that, let me...
It was a good game. Good game. Had some tricky ones, some easy ones, but good game.
Thank you, Ms. V. We had fun too. We hope the rest of you did. Thank you, Jane. We do this monthly. We try to have a different theme every month, so you can see that on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook. We're live on there and live on LinkedIn. So all your favorite social medias. So you can pop in. It's always the first Thursday of the month. The other 3 belong to Jasmine. And this month, Tamika will be joining us on the 17th, so sometimes we have fun guests.
Yes.
I worked at one office. They did not collect co-payment. They billed insurance for full fee, hoping payers pay more. That did not happen. Insurance only paid their portion. That sounds awful.
No. What are you doing? They lost a lot of money.
Are you afraid of AI? I'm gonna put away the podium. I forgot that I had that up here. Now it's just the 2 of us. Are you afraid of AI computing making job easier in the future? Jobs in general, that's definitely a possibility because there's a lot of, you know, As far as medical billing, medical coding, I do know Jasmine has it on our list to like 2 years ago, she kind of covered this when AI was kind of new, but since there have been all those like art AI and chat GPT and all that fun stuff, I know she has it on her list to talk about it again. So if you guys have anything like kind of AI specific that you want Jasmine to talk about, if you want to leave that in comments here or on some of our recent social media posts, I'm always collecting those. So if you ever have a fun topic that you really want an answer to, please let us know. We'd love to collect those.
Yeah.
Cool beans. I like cool
And
beans.
I mean, it would probably make it easier, a little easier. As long as they don't take over.
Oh, yeah. Help is fine.
Make it easier.
Easier is fine, but
It's easier is fine, but
I still need to pay rent.
don't take over.
So
Correct. Correct.
next time, yes. So you guys can join us live weekly Thursdays 6:30. Like I said, first Thursday belongs to me and whoever is stuck with me for trivia. Otherwise, the other 3 belong to Jasmine. Sometimes I'm on camera, sometimes I'm in the back. On the 17th, wrong direction again. I hate the camera flips. I can never remember. Tamika will be joining us again on the 17th, so we will see her there. Oh, yes. Everyone wish Ramona luck. Clearly, she did great today, but hopefully this was good prep for a fun prep for getting her.
You'll do good. I'll just say make sure you answer all the questions. Do not skip any
very important
questions. Okay, that's one tip.
My secret test taking strategy, because I was like a really bad test taker, I'd get so nervous, is I'd go through and I'd answer everything that I know 100% first. And then I'd read it again, and I'd like, the first time that I read it, I mark off like any answer that I know is absolutely wrong, like handwritten by email, or Mud Hut, or anything that doesn't make any sense at all. And so then when you go back the second time, you've had a little time to think about it, and you're like, okay, well, it's not Mud Hut, but maybe it's, is it call of benefits? Is it coordination of benefits? So you do any of the ones that you are pretty sure on, like more than 50. Then you go through a third time. This is if you can go through questions quickly. Third time, you answer everything. This is your last chance. And then you're done. Because if you let yourself go over and over it, I was so guilty of like agonizing over questions and going like, this is the 6th time around. I have to pick something.
Right. Overthinking it, and you might change the answer and answer
right. I was that kid who you'd pass tests back and you'd see where I'd scribbled like a million times back and forth, and I finally picked the wrong answer and was devastated. So if you only go back 3 times, you're less invested emotionally in the answer. Bye, Nichelle. I hope you guys had fun. Ooh. We have more AI questions. I wonder how AI will do for similar CPT and DX codes. I will definitely copy that down and add it to our little note. That's the other thing. If you guys ask similar questions, we have like a master list of like, these are terms everyone's asking about. These are, coding questions. So if a lot of you have similar ideas, that makes it more likely that it'll be like a, next week instead of like maybe a video in a couple months. So if you have questions, make sure you comment them so that we see them. Too many details required. That's definitely, I think assisting is much more likely than taking over. Do we do credentialing for the providers? Yes, on, I'm pretty sure, on the link that I dropped earlier, you can see our parent company, Inlera. Not Tamika, she has her own company, but for Jasmine and me, the parent company for Inlera, they do like billing, credentialing stuff for providers and all of that. I know even less about that. I'm the social media person. If Jasmine was here, she would love to tell you all about it, but yeah, you can find more about that on, I think it's just Inlera.com. If you look up Inlera, it's the non-university one. Oh, see, lots of good luck Ramonas. Bye, Jane. Did I hear something about CPT? Briefly, but not today. Especially not without Jasmine. Behavioral therapy billing. ABA OT. These are a lot of things that is over Nicole's head. Nicole will write them down and talk to Jasmine about them. How about that? Yes. Good luck, Ramona. And with that, unless Tamika has anything else to say.
No, just thank you for letting me join in the party today.
All right.
I hope it was fun for you guys.
And we love having you here, and we look forward to having you in a couple weeks. So, with that, thank you all. We look forward to sending Ramona and Pink Gal their gift cards. Congrats again, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.